Are you responsible for your light work? So what do I mean by this? We each have a responsibility for the gifts that we have to bring to planet Earth. Prior to your incarnation, you chose to come to this planet. You chose to participate in this grand shift. You chose to utilize a certain personality which you have, which will be the incredibly perfect vehicle for the gift that you chose to bring in. And this was also a co-creation. This was a co-creative choice of the universe choosing with you, choosing you, and choosing your gift. And so the responsibility that we have is first acknowledging that we are responsible for the gifts that we have to bring to the planet. You are responsible to bring this. You have a duty to bring this to the planet. And you will know if this speaks to you if you have that nudging calling telling you, I need to do something, I need to bring something to the world. I want to bring something to the world. This is that responsibility calling. This is the calling from within that is saying, okay, it's time. It's time to act. It's time to do things. And so a lot of the fears that we have will start to prevent that. The saboteur, the not feeling good enough, the feeling that you're not ready. All of these different things come up. Who am I to do this? And this responsibility is bigger than all of this, because that responsibility is that driving force. And so for a lot of you who've been on your path for some time, yet feel that you're procrastinating a lot, feel that you've got caught up in distraction so much, this is where the responsibility starts to drive through. When we start to become truly responsible for the gift that we have, we will do whatever it takes to bring that out to the world. When you truly commit to your path, you will do whatever it takes to bring that to the world, whatever it takes to deliver it. And what that means is you will start to do the things that are not so enjoyable. Okay, because this is one of the things that I feel when we talk about living a joyful life. One of the things that I got caught up in was that I thought everything should be joyful. Everything about my light work should be joyful. So I made sure that I only did joyful things. I bounced around when I was doing my admin, but I only did things that were joyful. I wasn't doing the things that were boring, essentially, but were essentially important. And this relates to practicality, planning, preparation, and all of those areas, right? Because those are essential. Those are really, really, really important to anchor the work in. So when it comes to responsibility, how can we be responsible for the work? That means that we need to take care of the responsibilities that we have. That responsibility usually has an idea of burden, right? So we don't want anything to do with it. I don't want to be responsible. I don't have burdens. I want to be free. Yeah, responsibility is so important because without those responsibilities, you can't be free. You can't truly be free. Responsibilities is what creates the freedom. Because otherwise that freedom has an underlying nature of stress beneath it, which is really difficult and stressful, right? So being responsible is like being also acknowledging all of the responsibilities that we have around all of the areas in our life, like a pie chart or like a field. If you look at your life like a field or a garden, right? You're taking care of all the different parts of your garden, the relationships, yourself should be in the middle, the main part, okay? Self-care, being responsible for money, looking after your money, budgeting. Being responsible for your interpersonal relationships in terms of forgiveness, in terms of compassion, in terms of the weights that you're carrying, being responsible for your thoughts, being responsible for your health. Now these responsibilities, unless we're aware of them, unless we acknowledge them, we don't even understand that they're there or how vital they are. And secondly, we don't take the necessary action that is needed in order for those responsibilities to be carried out. We don't initiate the discipline. And usually it's really difficult for us to create discipline for ourselves. This is why we need others to help us. You might need a mentor. You might need a particular group of friends to help you be accountable for yourself. Because responsibility and accountability are the same thing. Essentially, you're becoming accountable for yourself, for the gifts that you have, for the dreams that you have. If you want that dream to manifest in your life, you need to be accountable for the steps that are needed in order for it to be carried out. You're the only one who's going to make yourself accountable for it. You're the only one who's going to make yourself responsible for it unless you open up and ask for additional help. So this is the thing, there's two ways of doing it. We can do it on our own, or we can do it with others. But the main thing is doing it. Otherwise you're going to be stuck in an area of not moving forward. And I've done this for so long, that's why I'm so passionate about it. Because so many of those times I wasn't aware that I was stuck, or I didn't know what to do to get out of it. And I wish I did. And so this really comes down to understanding. Now I can kind of look back and see why I was acting in this way. It's because of lack of responsibility, a lack of accountability to myself, lack of understanding of the necessary discipline that I needed to bring into my life. So how can you get more disciplined? How can you be more accountable? How can you be more responsible for what you do? And this ties into another video that I shared around changing your environment. Okay, I really feel it's important to change your environment and how you do your work. Yet also to acknowledge that in order to be accountable, you need to create some steps. You need to get more goal orientated. If that isn't your nature, if this video is calling out to you, then you're coming in probably from a different lineage where it hasn't been your fundamental nature, or of late, to create more goals and create steps towards it. Be practical, be more grounded essentially. And so how can you bring that into your life and get more grounded, get more focused? Reach out for help. I always recommend this. Reach out for help, reach out for mentors, reach out for people who are going to help you be accountable for the dreams that you have, be accountable for the visions that you have. This is why I do my bootcamp, to help people, because I mirror back the accountability and say, I'm here to reflect the dream that you stated that you want to bring into your life. I'm going to make sure that you keep seeing that as a mirror. You keep understanding there's something you want. Understand that will take some time. Don't expect it to happen overnight. It will take time to develop. With all of our work, there's always a time process. So stick with it through that time. Stay with it. Stay with your dreams. Always stay with your dreams. And they will unfold. And I'll see you in the next video. To get in touch with me, please visit www.basriharan.com and discover more about my signature program for lightworkers, to change your life, to step up to your soul destiny, to embrace what you've come here to be. Also, are free meditations and transmissions, which are a pivotal part of how I work, working with spirit to carry out spirit's work on this planet. Namaste.